All right, so this is a suggestion via a channel member. The name of the video is Dave Chappelle reveals why Kevin Hart is a Hollywood mutt. Guys, really quickly, my only knowledge of the word mutt is like a mixed bred dog, but not like a purposefully mixed bred dog. It was just like, oh, you put two dogs in a backyard by accident and something crazy happened and they're like different breeds, and that's what a mutt is. What do you mean by that? Like, maybe I need to like research the word or something. I don't know. It's come from the channel Culture Covered.
But certain dots, like when I see that they put every black man in the movies in a dress at some point in their career, I be connecting them down like, wow, all these brothers gotta wear a dress.
Wallace.
Wow.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Wow.
You can at least cover up his neck, bro.
I don't think anyone saw this one coming.
Dave Chappelle is finally speaking out on rumors that Kevin Hart sold his soul for fame. And Dave reportedly believes that Kevin would have never made it big if he didn't agree to do some of the things he previously swore he would never do.
Dave Chappelle, another great comedian, said that, you know, in the industry, they tried to make him wear a dress. Have you ever ran into that with scripts? And is that something that, you know, you wouldn't do, you know, for
I definitely haven't ran into to put on the dress. I mean, you know, you have to have boundaries.
Dave Chappelle and Kevin Hart are both extremely successful comedians. However, unlike Kevin, Dave has been very outspoken about the dark side of Hollywood and all the ways he was screwed over by the industry higher-ups who wanted to control him.
Because my name and likeness is being used by them in perpetuity throughout the universe. It's in the contract.
Now, as for Kevin, he's definitely one of the most hardworking comedians out there. However,
bro, I missed when he, I missed him absolutely when that show went off the air, bro. I missed it, right? Like, I missed him. I need him to come back, bro, okay? Immediately to that show.
We all know that hard work alone is not enough to make it big in Hollywood. So what's the secret to Kevin's worldwide success?
No, it's not hard work.
It might have something to do
else
with what Dave Chappelle claims about comedians who willingly agree to humiliate themselves in exchange.
Jamie Foxx. Hold on, Bart. Hold on.
Claims about comedians who willingly agree to humiliate.
Bro, send that to Jamie Foxx right now. Ask him what happened here. Okay, ask him immediately. What happened, bro? That's crazy. That's a crazy
money
one.
And exposure. To give you some context, there's a long-standing conspiracy theory that black male entertainers are asked to wear a dress on screen before they can make it big in Hollywood. What's also disturbing is that black comedians often end up playing these exaggerated and offensive versions of black women that reinforce negative.
Wesley Snipes. Wesley Snipes. But bro, you're talking about three guys though, like, so I mean, I think this basically breaks the whole theory, doesn't it, bro? Right? Like, if you're coming up with some type of conspiracy theory based off of black men exclusively being put into dresses, what are we looking at here? Right? Like, you're fully aware, like, all three of these individuals were famous at the time. Okay, I don't know what this. Why are they? Okay, what is this? Firstly, all right, bro, send that to Wesley Snipes right now. Send it to him. Screenshot that.
The stereotypes.
What do you want,
Shanae?
Oh my goodness! If it isn't Little Miss Attitude, why are you always over here?
Now, whether this is just a conspiracy theory or a real thing is open to debate. However, the fact remains that
Ving Rhames. That's a wild one. That whole thing is wild. That's crazy.
there is a disproportionate amount of movies that feature black male actors cross-dressing or playing female characters compared to white male actors doing the same. In fact, a number of successful black comedians and actors have openly talked about this and admitted they were asked to wear a dress even when the scene didn't call for it. And of course, one of these people is Dave Chappelle. Back in 2005, Dave famously turned down a $50 million contract from Comedy Central and escaped to South Africa without telling anyone. While he was gone, the tabloid media was pushing all kinds of conspiracy theories about him, claiming he was a crack addict and and speculating that he had a mental breakdown. However, when Dave returned from Africa, he appeared on the Oprah Winfrey Show and explained that he didn't actually walk away from the money, but rather certain conditions that came with the lucrative contract.
Everybody wants to know, why'd you walk away from $50 million?
Well, I wasn't walking away from the money.
Yeah.
I was walking away from the circumstances that were coming with the newfound plateau.
Dave explained.
Okay, so what it seems like is either they could have refused to up his contract, one, right? Or when he signed that contract, he didn't realize how big this was actually going to be, and he signed for a really low number while everyone else was now starting to make money hand over fist while he was not. If they were giving him $50 million, trust and believe they were making probably 10 times that amount. All right. So just keep that in mind. So one or two has to be true here.
Claimed that part of the reason he turned down the Comedy Central contract was that he saw what happens to entertainers before they are allowed to get to that next level of fame.
I've been in show business since I was 14, and I've heard the stories of what happens, and I've seen these kinds of things play out in front of me.
Okay. When you say you heard the stories, what do you mean? What stories?
I mean, you see before, look, Mariah Carey made a $100 million deal, and 3 months later, she's all of a sudden mysteriously crazy. Or Martin Lawrence punches through and he's waving a gun on the street screaming, "They're trying to kill me."
Yeah, we hear those stories.
And it always happens around the time in their career where it seems as though they're crossing over the next plateau.
And when Oprah pushed Dave to say what exactly he was asked to do, Dave said he was encouraged to create sketches that were socially irresponsible. And he sensed that these sketches were intended to make people laugh at him and not with him.
Sounds like somebody's trying to put young Dave in a compromising position. Oprah.
But that's not all Dave said. He also talked about the conspiracy theory that black entertainers are forced to wear a dress before they make it big. And he recalled an incident that took place when he was filming a movie with Martin Lawrence.
Like when I connect dots that maybe shouldn't be connected, I don't know. But certain dots, like when I see that they put every black man in the movies in a dress at some point in their career, I'll be connecting them down like, wow, all these brothers gotta wear a dress. This happened to me. I'm doing a movie with Martin.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like, I haven't seen this, bro. I hear what you're saying. You showed me some examples, okay? But I'm trying to think. Like, has Denzel ever done something like this, bro? Like, I'm talking about like the largest black actors, male. Denzel, Forrest Whitaker, Samuel L. Jackson, Morgan Freeman. I've never seen none of that. What exactly are you talking about? It may just be coming from like the comedy end, I'm guessing. It has to be. But Ving Rhames wasn't a comedian. Right? Jamie Foxx was. Kevin Hart was. Right? Martin Lawrence was. So, all right.
Yeah.
The movie's going good. So I walk in the trailer. I'm like, man, this must be the wrong trailer because there's a dress in here.
But what's crazy is that even after Dave said he felt uncomfortable putting on a dress, the writers and producers continued to pressure him, telling him that all the greats have done the same.
They come in. The writer comes in. I think he's the writer. He's like, Dave, listen, we got this hilarious scene where Martin's sneaking out of jail. So he disguises you as a prostitute. And he put this dress on. And,
Out of jail?
No, I'm not doing that. I don't feel comfortable with that. That should have been in the discussion. What? You don't feel comfortable with it? I mean, it's a hilarious bit. All the greats have done it. So, well, if all the greats have done it, it's kind of hacky, right? You're right. So why don't we just not do it?
Right.
I don't feel comfortable wearing a dress. Oh, come on, Dave. Listen, we got it all set up. We're supposed to shoot. Every minute you waste costs this much money. You know, the pressure comes in.
And that's when Dave started putting two and two together and realized this wasn't an isolated incident. Dave also recalled how the producers actually had two versions of the script ready in case he refused to go along with the dress scene. And he said that this should be a lesson to all actors and comedians that you need to take a stand and stick by your principles.
Now the producers come on, David, would be so great. I mean, and then I started thinking about it. All the comics that I've seen, man, you know, strong brothers, why they be putting us in these dresses? But the minute it was clear, I was adamant, I'm not wearing a dress. I'm not wearing the dress. All right, fine. Think of something else. That comes back 10 minutes later. The whole new scene, damn, how did you write the scene so fast?
Now,
They had
you may be
backups.
wondering,
Exactly that. They had backups.
Well, back in 2013, Kevin Hart appeared in an SNL sketch wearing a dress, despite previously claiming he would never do something like that.
The new pope is 9-year-old Oscar nominee, Kevin Wallace.
That's a wild one. That's a wild one.
Wow. I don't think anyone saw.
I think it's one of these hard wig situations, guys. I think so. Right. I learned about that today. My wife, she said, hard wig, soft life. That's a thing. It's a whole rabbit hole. I think that's one of these here, bro. Yeah, definitely.
1 year before his SNL appearance, Kevin had a small role in a romantic comedy, The 5-Year Engagement. And while promoting the movie in an interview with Black Tree TV, Kevin was asked to comment on Dave Chappelle's claims about black actors being forced to wear dresses. However, Kevin just nervously laughed and said he agrees with Dave about the importance of setting boundaries and saying no to anything that can hurt your personal brand.
Dave Chappelle, another great comedian, said that, you know, in the industry, they tried to make him wear a dress. Have you ever ran into that with scripts and is that something that, you know, you wouldn't do, you know, for
I definitely haven't ran into to put on the dress. I mean, you know, you have to have boundaries. You have to have limits that you refuse to cross. You know, for me, I know what they are. They've yet to been challenged, so you know, I don't have to speak on them. I was asked to dribble a basketball on the talk show this morning.
You look good
no to
doing
that. Not that was a dress, but I was like, no, I'm gonna look stupid. You know, at the end of the day, you got to know that you're a brand. I'm a brand. You need to protect your brand at all times.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing, bro. Look at the age he was when he said this. Okay, like I'm not trying to take up for the craziness, guys. I'm not doing that, but people change pretty drastically. Like what, every 7 years, bro? You should be trying to change something. So I'm guessing he just was like, I don't care about this at all. I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. Period. That's it. I'm guessing that's what happened here. I'm not even going to call this a contradiction because, bro, look at how young he was compared to the age he was when he actually did that dress scene.
When things happen that can possibly,
I guess we can find out.
Your brand can be diminished, and you don't want that to happen. So, you know, protecting my brand is definitely a priority.
So when Kevin Hart
oh no, never mind. That was 1 year. I'll take that back. I strike that from the record, bro.
Appeared on SNL just a year later wearing a dress, many fans accused him of selling out for fame. It's not that Kevin wasn't successful before his SNL appearance, but he definitely wasn't getting the same kind of opportunities before that skit. In fact, shortly after he appeared on SNL, Kevin Hart was cast in several big-budget movies, including Get Hard with Will Ferrell, The Wedding Ringer, Central Intelligence with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and Jumanji. And he also started his own production company called Heartbeat Productions, and in
Bro, that's also SNL though. Like, understand the eyes to look at SNL.
2018, he signed a deal with Nickelodeon. But coincidentally, that same year, Kevin admitted that he cheated on his wife, Nico Parrish, while she was pregnant with their son. However, this admission didn't hurt Kevin's career at all.
Why would you say
and he
that?
continued receiving lucrative offers. Between 2018 and 2022, Kevin appeared in 8 big-budget movies, secured partnerships with Facebook, Peacock, and YouTube through his production company, hosted numerous events and award ceremonies, and appeared in several commercials. But isn't it funny how Dave Chappelle's name was dragged through the mud and the media did the most to ruin his reputation just because he dared to say no to a contract? So this just goes to show how Hollywood bosses care only about money and control while having morals and principles as seen as being weak or crazy. Now, who these bosses are and how exactly they control celebs is not entirely clear. However, several comedians, including Cat Williams, have previously suggested that Hollywood is run by a secret society. When Cat was asked to comment on
Listen to Cat Williams.
SNL, Cat said that this has
We've
been
learned
going on
that
in
now.
Hollywood for a very long time, and Kevin wasn't the first black entertainer who wore a dress before going big in Hollywood.
Kevin doesn't have to worry about what people are going to say about him wearing a dress because of the long line of dress-wearing people before him. So now...
Cat also said that people like him and Dave Chappelle can never be as big as Kevin for the simple fact that they refuse to join the secret society that Hollywood runs.
Some of us are against the Illuminati, and we are against the Illuminati at our own detriment. When people are against the Illuminati, then they get punched in the face all the time. The press hates them, and nobody likes them. End quote.
According to Cat, the individuals who run the entertainment industry
Well
are much
played.
more dangerous than
Well
most people
said.
can imagine. And he said he personally had to be stung 1,000,000 times before he realized who he was dealing with.
It's
Right, he's been through it.
Necessary for us to store up that hornet's nest unless we intend to get stung 1,000,000 times. I didn't understand that. They had to sting me 1,000,000 times. Right. I'm still not going to join, but I respect it a little more.
And when Cat was asked why he allowed the media to smear his name after he started talking about the people who control the entertainment industry, Cat suggested that he had no other option because there's a heavy price to pay if you continue to speak out publicly on all the evil stuff that's going on in Hollywood.
If your mouth is really, really big and you try to tell the truth for a living and you like to air people out, hatred is coming your way.
Now, whether Kevin Hart really
Currently Jaguar Wright.
agreed to wear a dress is hard to say because Kevin is undoubtedly very talented and hardworking. However, sources close to Dave Chappelle are saying that Dave always felt uncomfortable with Kevin's obsession with success. And nowadays, it feels like Kevin no longer cares at all about setting boundaries or protecting his brand. As for fans, they're saying this is much deeper than just Kevin wearing a dress. This isn't about the dress for me, one fan said. This is about how far people will go for the sake of money and fame. The dress itself isn't what is humiliating. How he sees the idea of men wearing dresses as being a boundary that he allowed himself to cross is what's humiliating. That's sad. I hope he finds the strength to go back to the mindset he had at the beginning about being man enough to stand by your beliefs, standards, and boundaries, whatever they may be. But how do you feel about all of this? Did Kevin Hart really sell his soul and principles for fame? Comment down below and make sure you check out this next video.
Okay, all right. Wait a second. All right, so why is Dave Chappelle and Kevin Hart, let's say, why are they not as successful? Not Kevin Hart, Cat Williams. Why are they not as successful as Kevin Hart? Kevin Hart is basically family friendly, all right? And I can remember the time when this channel was considered family friendly by YouTube. I can definitely tell you, they sent videos out to everybody. Right? Okay. And we used to get crazy views back in the day when we were family friendly, and then we made like a little switch, and then they were just like, you're not family friendly anymore. Get out of here. That's what happened. I'm telling you, literally. But either way, Dave Chappelle is not good for sponsors or marketing or commercials or anything like that. He's not really good for that. All right. A lot of brands these days are very hyper focused on making sure everyone feels good. Right. They do not want anything that has the ability to be controversial under any circumstance around their product. Right? Cat Williams is identical to Dave Chappelle in that instance, at least, versus Kevin Hart. He's palatable to the sponsors, the people who run ads. Those are the only people that matter on this planet. Basically, you want to know who runs the world? Advertising agencies, right? Because they want to sell products and they want to make sure that their product is not shown on a video that's talking about certain topics or movies that are talking about certain topics, etc. Right? That's the reality, guys. But either way, listen, guys, let me know in the comments what you guys think. I personally do not care that he wore a dress. It's hilarious to look at, though. And Ving Rhames with his super strong face, that's a crazy one, bro. Right? And Kevin Hart's arms. Oh, yeah. Okay. Right. And Wesley Snipes' entire frame. Yeah, that's special. It's just hilarious to look at, bro. But either way, listen, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Enjoy your day thoroughly. Guys, before we go, are you guys subscribed to the other channels? Logical Movie Reviews with Mr. L. Boyd, along with Mr. L. Boyd Music. Both are found in the description. Check it out.